Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mark and I'm the Mediocre Modeler. First of all, I want to say good luck to everybody who puts in a comment for the 500 subscriber giveaway. Without you guys, I wouldn't have a channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. This has been a lot of fun, and especially this build. This is the final reveal of the Saturday night short track group build hosted by Jason, good friend of mine at Blue Ox Model Shop, and Mike, another good friend of mine over at Scalemodeloutlaw. I talked about this sprint car before, and I bought this at a model show for $10. And if I see any more of these kits, I'm going to pick them up, because I'm telling you, this was a lot of fun. I had one issue, and I'll get into that later, but it wasn't really a big issue. I was able to overcome it, and I don't know. I think I really like the way it turned out. So I built this for my best friend who's retiring today. This is his last day of work, and he'll be a free man. So I've known this guy since before Rush put out their first album. I met him in 1973, and we've been friends ever since, over 50 years. And what a story we could tell you. I love this guy, you know. So he's retiring, and it's going to be like we're on summer vacation again. And so anyways, I'm making progress on a few different things, but I've been primarily focused on this because, like I said, my friend is retiring today. And when I say best friend, he's been best friend for over 50 years. We met in 2nd grade. We were both in Mrs. Zelinsky class. Poor Mrs. Z. We were altar boys at the same parish. We played on the same Little League baseball team. We went to the same high school, and after high school, he went into the Marine Corps, and I went into the Army. And while I was in basic training, he was in basic training in the Marine Corps. And a quick little funny story, when I was in basic, I got some letterhead envelopes, U.S. Army, and I wrote my friend a letter, and he was in basic training in the Marine Corps, and it had U.S. Army on the letterhead, and so I put U.S. Army #1 and Marine Corps suck. And my buddy was at mail call one day, and all of a sudden his DI flipped out on him and threw the letter up in the air at mail call, and he had just got out of the shower, and the guy made him do all kinds of push-ups and sit-ups and everything else. And I wasn't intending on that, but it worked out like that. Boy, I got him pretty good. Sorry about that, buddy. So, without further ado, here it is. You get the light in on this. There we go. So yeah, like I said, this is a blast to build one of these kits, and you know, I highly recommend anybody wanting to try one of these sprint cars. You know, it's a little fiddly, but just some small parts. But you know, I was able to get through them. I scratch built the front suspension. So as you can see, I got the Rush theme going on, and my buddy and I used to sit upstairs in his sister's room and play Rush albums. You know, we were in grade school. And let me take you through some different references I have here. So I reference Snakes and Arrows Live, Presto, Closer to the Heart, 2112, Hold Your Fire, Trees, YYZ, Fly By Night, Red Barchetta, Roll the Bones, Xanadu, Moving Pictures, Rush in Rio, Farewell to Kings, and I also reference Neil Peart, Alex Lifeson, and Geddy Lee. And so one of the coolest things was there's a part on the other side of this car. It's called Jacob's Ladder. And that was unexpected reference to one of the songs. So Jacob's Ladder is right in there. I'll show it to you a little closer. But anyways, yeah, all these references, you know, I came up with. And, you know, it was a lot of fun coming up with all these things. And let me bring you in a little closer, and we'll get a better look. So he and I also worked at the same place for like over 30 years. Can't shake this guy. And I'm sure he'll say the same thing to me about me, you know. But so I got some stickers, and Rush had an album, Rush in Rio. So I got the Rio de Janeiro stickers. Pretty cool. I got one up here, Farewell to Kings. Let me take this off. Actually, let me wait till this comes around. I'll stop it. So at the end of this video, the very end of it, my buddy John and I were at the beach last year, and we were playing the Rush pinball machine, and I got it on video. My buddy absolutely destroyed this machine. And I got a clip of that. It's pretty fun. So this was one of the bottle caps that I got off of, well, I didn't get it off. My buddy gave me this bottle cap. He bought a case of this beer, and I don't drink beer. But anyways, this is a reference to Rush right here. The Rush in Rio. This birch tree. Rush had a song, Trees. So that's a reference to that. That's pretty cool. Let me bring the camera up a little bit. And down. There we go. So, you see the dice. These are bones. So Rush had a song, Roll the Bones. And today is 6/26/24. And that's the day my buddy's retiring. And then that's his initials. So let me take this off. I didn't glue this on because if I do, it would be very difficult to take off this shroud. But this is gold bare metal foil, and I used one of the stickers out of that Rio sticker kit to put this on. This is the reference to Farewell to Kings. So I told you in a previous video on this, one of the updates, that my buddy was at a club and he won a contest. And the contest was holding two pitchers of beer out like this. And he ended up holding his out the longest. So he won a pair of tickets. and he gave those tickets to my boys. And at the time, I want to say they were like 10 and 11 years old, and they got to go to their own Rush show, you know, and definitely made a cool memory. And no, he wasn't wearing a parrot when he did it. This is a reference to the Russian Rio. And this was part of the bottle cap off of one of the beers. And I ended up grinding it down with a file until it fit on the cap that went inside this wheel. Pretty cool. So here's a reference to Geddy Lee. Here's the G for Geddy, and here's Lee for Geddy Lee. I put the 2112 on it. That's another reference to one of their albums. This whole build and our whole friendship, our whole lives are just like this sticker says, perfect circle. And let me take this off. All right, I'm back. So this is a hold your fire. Hold your fire. The Celtics were champions. The Red Sox Citgo sign right outside of the Green Monster. You see the Citgo sign. My buddy and I have gone there many a times. So it's going to be a good year for my buddy. You can see I tried wet sanding this. Some of the paint was coming off, so I stopped, and I ended up putting 2 coats of floor wax on it. I used the clear when it was 95% humidity. Big mistake. Here's the Radfink decal. Ed Roth. So anyways, the hat for Presto. It's one of the albums. And then tomorrow's the debate. So Radfink for president. These are kit decals. Pretty cool. I'm surprised they work. This kit was 1987. But what an awesome kit. Can't say enough. All right, I'm going to grab this. So on the fin there, on the wing, books are for tourists, beer is for geniuses. That was on the beer label. That's what this is, a beer label. So you got Presto, Hold Your Fire, Better Beer, and Snakes and Arrows Live. And then underneath, I don't know if you can see that, 1/7/20, that's when Neil Peart passed away. Xanadu, Closer to the Heart. And that stamp you see there, the owl, Fly By Night. Roll the Bones. So my buddy took me to Lee Speedway, and Lee Speedway is right down the road from the nudist colony. You can't make this stuff up. Google it if you don't believe me. So I wouldn't go there. So there's one of the labels. That came out pretty cool. The driver, I'm calling him Lurks. That's a nickname for Alex Lifeson. And Dirk is a nickname for Geddy Lee. And Pratt is a nickname, or the professor, for Neil Peart. I wired the engine. I scratch built the radiator hose, and I used some beads that I got from Hobby Lobby. And let me see what else. Oh, I scratch built the suspension parts that were broken That wasn't too bad. I took you guys through that on one of the videos. So there you have it. This thing was a lot of fun to build. I had a lot of fun building it for my buddy. I'm so happy that he's retiring. And, you know, I'm grateful that I'm retired, and I'm grateful for this community. And so I'm going to take it to his house now and surprise him with it. And then after that, I'm going to show you guys the pinball video where my buddy crushed it. I crushed it too. We ended up taking all the high scores. We used to play a lot of pinball when we were kids. I love pinball. But anyways, stick around to the end. Thank you. So I called my buddy, and as luck would have it, he's at work cleaning out his locker. So I'm at his house now, and we're going to wait for him. I'll be right back. Okay, it's very delicate. This is not glued on.
Oh, look at this.
Okay. 62624.
62624. What's that?
Roll the bones, man. That's your retirement date.
Oh.
I bet you, look at this guy. Like, turn it around, man.
Yeah, I'm going to go through this JPF.
Russian Rio, don't forget, this thing is not glued on. So.
Okay.
Yeah, the car's not stuck on there, so the car will come off.
The car will fall off. Wait, how'd you win those tickets?
Oh, look at the skull and the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
That's detail.
Okay, roll the bones. I got, so the driver's name is Lurkst. All right? Alex Lyson. I can then look in the front. Okay, we'll take this off. G. Lee. Eddie Lee.
2112.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of fucking thought process in this, Kathy.
Neil Peart.
I can't see nothing on the
On
bottom.
the bottom of the wing.
Hold on. This is fucking awesome, dude. There's a lot of fucking thought in this.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Neil Peart. 1720. Underneath here.
Okay, right. Yeah.
And then under there, Xanadu.
Yeah.
Closer to the heart.
Yeah.
Presto. There's a little piece in here holding up the back wheel. It was a total surprise. Jacob's Ladder.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Unbelievable, huh?
This is awesome.
So it's very delicate.
I had to go through this day. There's just so much detail.
There's at least, I don't know, I counted at least 25 references to Rush on here. So you got Sicko sign for Fenway Park.
What's RIN and what?
Okay, this right here is, that's Radford for president. Because tomorrow's the presidential debate.
Yeah.
Wow, we want Radford instead. And then here's Presto.
It's my job here, turn.
Yeah, that's Presto.
Xana Brew.
To listen.
Xana Brew, yeah, that's Farewell to King's album cover.
YYZ.
YYZ.
Yeah.
And seeing the difference.
YYZ.
That's all that matters.
Right here.
She ain't important.
So that's
Beers.
Hold Your Fire.
It's different here. Something is for tourists, beers for genius.
Books are for tourists, beers for geniuses.
Yeah. That was in there.
That was the label, yeah.
Yeah, that was in one of their skits they did before they went on stage. You know that?
That's cool.
Very nice, dude. Very nice. This fucking wheel.
Everybody should be as lucky as I am to have a buddy like you, man.
Oh, come on.
Seriously, I love you.
Forget the handshake. Love you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
Read the poem.
Huh?
Yeah, the back says,
Oh, yeah, let me get to that, yeah. Hold on, let me see this whole thing.
the friendly shirt.
I'll never forget the feeling.
Oh, Russian Brazil.
Yeah, Russian Rio.
Russian Rio, wow.
That's all Brazil here. That's why I
Where'd you
got
get, this is the box cap?
Yeah.
Oh, cut it out. That's fucking awesome. Rio de Janeiro.
And yeah, that's a
What's
date.
this dollar bill folded up?
So read this.
I'll always fight to protect them.
Read it out loud.
The friendly shirt. Take this little dollar shirt as a gift from me to you. Take it with you always. No matter what you do, even if you seem down when it comes to luck, smile because you still have